Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. So today I want to talk about you will always end up where you think you will be. This is happened to all of the people, no matter who you are, where you are at, or where you want to be. You will always end up where you're supposed to be. Because let's dive into it. We often think about what we can have. Think about 5 years ago, right? When you think about the things that you want in the next 5 years, it is quite impossible that you don't get what you are after, right? So the thing is, are the thing that you want really enough for you? Or you might be thinking too small. The good thing is we will achieve it anyway, right? Think about the things that you want 5 years ago. Big or small, 90% of us will tend to reach where we want to be from the goals that we make 5 years ago. And here comes the limitation of our mind when we are making those goals. Sometimes it will be too slow for us to grow as a person. What do I mean? Because 5 years after, when you ask yourself, is this enough for me to be where I really want to be? Or am I satisfied with what I have now? Most people won't be satisfied for what they have. Because first, we are thinking too small. We put too much limit to our ability. Think again, 90% of the goals that we set 5 years ago, we tend to achieve it, right? As a confident booster for all of us, we are more than capable of doing the things that we want to achieve. So now, why is the limitation there? Limitation is a mindset that we put on ourselves in order to feel safe around the things that we want to do. For example, if there's too much uncomfortable or challenge that make us feel unsafe, our brain will try to keep us safe by limiting us to accept those challenges, to do it, because it is going to put some insecurity or some danger into our life. There is some risk of doing things that is uncomfortable. So we have limitation. And most of us can't see through those limitations because of the fear. And fears comes in many forms. It can be fear of judgment. It can be fear of like how people look at me. This is what I have been struggling all along for doing what I'm doing. It's not usual for an middle-aged Asian that is not working but doing YouTube channels like this. And I was different than others, like than my peers, my friends, what they do, right? It's different than what I'm doing. So there's doubt, there's limitation that sets in our minds that is always trying to convince me not to do it, not to continue, or try to dismotivate me from doing what I try to do now. And cultural also this plays an important role in like character development as a person. If you can relate that you are more traditional, no matter who you are, right? Your family is more traditional, there's no way that you can think to become a vlogger or YouTuber. Like it's like conservative thinking, conserve, close up. Think of when your brand is built to conserve, to close up to ideas. Like we will not have the ability to receive information, but to reject them, to not open to ideas. And as Asian or as traditional families that we tend to brought up with, it is very hard to accept new things, to accept what, to be able to pull up by others to be successful. And once we are the ones that trying to do it, it is impossible. We can't see it through because of the traditional, of the upbringing. So guys, here's a point now. To break free of traditional thinking, we have to change our environment, because environment is everything. Environment is the people you talk with, you mix with, you share with, and those people give you the idea of how they live. So in that environment, you will learn the way that they live. There's no way to be different. Right? Be different is to be distant from them. Be different from people you know that are not doing unusual things. How can we change our environment? Spend more time to look up to people that you want to set to be an example, to learn from them. You only want to hang out with who you want to be. Not saying that you should copy them for what they do in their life, but if they are the example that you want to follow, they are a good influence for you to grow, yeah, do that. If your friend doesn't help you to grow, to become that person that you envision to be, and you still hang out with them because they have been with me for the last 10 years, 20 years, because of the relationship, and you keep going on doing that same thing, you won't be able to grow. We won't be able to become that person, because there's no chance for us to learn or to receive more information than their information, the way of their living, the way of their doing things. We must become that person if we hang out with them, right? Once we differ from the past, like the person that is me 5 years ago, they will feel it. They will think that it's weird. He or she is weird. You are weird because you're doing this, you're doing YouTube, you're doing TikTok, trying to make money from it, or try to start your own business. This is weird because that maybe, right, they're working, they are just normal people that try to get by, and they're happy with that. But you feel different. You feel that there's something more in you. Like me, there's something more in me that thinks that I can't stop thinking I want to be more. And that puts people around me uncomfortable. They feel like, why that is not always not enough for you? What do you want in your life? And that makes me feel doubtful a lot of time in my life because I was different, because I was always trying to do new things, to accept new challenge. Maybe it's my ADHD brain. I have no ideas, but I just found out a few months ago that I have had ADHD from since I was a kid. And I was like hyperactive. I was like doing different things, weird things, spontaneous. Like if you are that kind of person, maybe you should check it out, do some tests, or see a doctor to find out. But yeah, because of that, my mind's always racing, always thinking, always wanting something new to able to stimulate that brain to feel that satisfaction, right, of the, all the chemicals pushing in when you do new things. For me, the hardest challenge that I want to address here is fear of judgment. Because being brought up with traditional family or friends that are around me has been a limitation for me to grow. Not because of they set the limitation, but me myself set the limitation of I want to be like them. I want to be similar because I live with them. I talk to them. They are my friends. They are my families. And if I being different than that, I don't feel comfortable. I'm afraid of losing what I have. But knowing that is not the right way to live, because I don't live my full potential if I was being afraid all the time, then I changed my approach to being near or looking up to people that inspire me more. Right? Trying to do things like those people that I want to learn from. Being like them. That changed my whole mindset and approach to self-development and also comfort zone. Because what? Knowing that I can change my character, I can change my mindset, what is possible, makes me feel motivated to do things, like more things that I never thought I can do before. And being able to read from really good author helps me a lot for my development. All that they have been through, right? They write it down, they publish it on the book so you can learn. You can take a shortcut. To become the person that you want to be. So I'm very grateful at this time that I can learn from them. I can refer to their life, how they can be where they are now, successful, like going through hardship and difficulties. 3 days ago, right, just a short story. 3 days ago, I climbed Mount Rinjani. I took the 3 day, 2 nights to the summit. So this mountain is like one of the hardest mountain to climb in Southeast Asia. But I haven't been prepared, like zero preparation. And I just buy the ticket, get the tour, and took the fast route to the top. The thing is, I haven't been prepared enough. My body can't take those stress on the knees, on the muscles, and I'm a bit overweight as if, yeah, climber, like I'm overweight. And long story short, I reached second camp, but it was hard. My knees broke out, my muscles are in pain. So when I go out, rest for a night, the other days, like the second days, I go down. I didn't take the third day. Because of the lesson of being unprepared. But the other side of the story is, if I can do one of the toughest climb, like finish it in 80%, unprepared, because most of the people there are in a good shape, good weight, right? Thin and travel very light. If I can do that, even overweight and unprepared, an average older than my group, what can you do if you are prepared? So sometimes it's good to go to do things unprepared, because we don't want to think about the difficulties of doing that thing. So we will spend too much time on thinking how difficult it is to complete those things. Time will pass and we will always remain the same or as where we are. So I don't even think about, like, I can't make it when I book the tour. But yeah, I made it. I took some nice picture, like the best view in my life, one of the best. I'll post it in the post if I can. And yeah, 3 days afterwards, I still feel the knee pain. I'm resting now in a village in Lombok. Take it easy and make my video. So don't limit yourself by your background, by consequences of where you are at now. Even that place is not really pleasant for you, it's not happy, it's not satisfying. Don't limit yourself because of that, because we all can grow, we all can become who we want to be. If we put the work, we believe in it, and we follow the right people in our life. So stop following who you don't want to follow, right? Do the right thing because it is right, it feels right. Like, this is important. If things feels right and you are afraid, you probably need to do it. Because sometimes our gut feeling is very true. We must believe in that gut feeling. And if you miss that feeling, if you miss that chance, you probably won't get that back. But the good thing is there's still many chances if we are alive. So starting today, after this video, be mindful about what feels right in your life. If you can't find your passion yet, what you like to do, what you want to do, be mindful, be alert about that feeling right. It's like when you do something, you feel right, you feel happy. Sometimes it comes with fear, it comes with challenge, but if it feels right, do it. This might change your life. Or when you listen to like people that are encouraging you, that are giving you motivation, it feels right. So now make the decision to move towards that feeling right, so you can win on that feeling right over and over again. This is how we gain confidence. This is how we become better and better each and every day. Right? So I will end this video here. I hope you enjoy the content today. If you like this video, please help me by like and subscribe to my channel so that I can continue doing this kind of video for you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.